Hey everybody, welcome to IGN Rewind Theater. I'm Jim Vavida. Joining us today is Director Duncan Jones.
Hello.
He is the director of Source Code and Moon, but this is the trailer for Source Code. And why don't you tell us a little bit about the plight that Jake Gyllenhaal finds himself in here?
Absolutely. Jake wakes up on a train believing himself to be a helicopter pilot named Coulter Stevens. And shortly, on his time on the train, he goes to the restroom, looks in the mirror, and finds
Dun dun dun!
that he is not who he thinks he is.
And it's all basically part of a government program to help, as we see here, prevent a
Prevent
terrorist
this
attack.
disaster, which has already occurred. So that's obviously
Right.
the first of the mind-bending events that takes place in the film.
Now, there we saw a little bit of the device I'm sure he strapped in. Here's a little bit of the source code. Now, how difficult was it for you to sort of stage these sequences and have them repetitive information without kind of burning out the audience?
Yeah, I mean, looking at the script initially, that was one of the concerns on my half is how do you go through these events again and again and keep the audience engaged and interested? And so it was really a matter of really understanding what the environments were going to be that we were going to shoot in and then finding ways to reveal them and new story elements every time we went to them. So there was always an evolution. It wasn't ever a direct repetition. And
Now,
I think that worked out well.
there's also a big action sequence coming up here. It starts with Jake basically trying to escape the train. And why don't you start laying out the groundwork for that? Because I understand it has kind of a video game quality to
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. I mean, one of the things that we thought of when I was talking to Jake about the film is that you have this character who has to relive the same event again and again, and it's very similar. I think it's like it's like playing a video game where you have multiple lives, and so because the script sort of initially felt like it took itself a little too seriously, I wanted to inject this lighter tone to it, and the idea of having video game elements to the film, but that were not distracting, but which sort of informed the style of it, seemed appropriate. And this action scene here is where we have this sort of homage to GTA, where the camera kind of circles and stays on our lead character as he does this daft and ridiculous jump out of a train and rolls
Right.
down the track. But it's very effective, and on a technical level, it was something very complicated and to do, and I'm really happy with the results.
Well, we can't wait to see the movie when it comes out April 1st. Thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.